any work that can be done in less than 5 minutes, just do it now. Don't keep it for tomorrow, because you are just building that long list which will make you overwhelmed. Hi beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Ankita, your friend over here, back again with another amazing video for all of you. This video is about how to overcome laziness and come out of procrastination mode. Recently, I have read a book, The Art of Laziness by Library Mindset, which is really a bite-sized book, hardly 80 pages. So I have finished this in 2 days. You can even finish it at one go. But this was really a great reminder. This book talks about lot of ideologies about how to overcome procrastination. But mainly it focuses on taking action and being in charge of your life. There was a story which just fascinated me, which was about where a farmer decides that he will just clean all his yards, but what he does over there is he says like his son will do that and labor will do that. So a sparrow is there and his family just says like we are just afraid that our home will go. So the sparrow says to his kids that don't be afraid, that farmer is not gonna do that thing. So unless he was dependent on labor, his son sparrow, the mother sparrow was like he won't do it, you are safe. But on the third mate, the conversation goes something like the farmer decides that he will do the things by himself, and sparrow says like this is the time we should just leave this place because tomorrow he will cut the yards and he will just clean the things. So it was so fascinating. The gist of this was, when we are dependent on others to do our work, there are high chances that the work won't be done because you're dependent on someone. But on the other hand, when you take in charge of your life and when you decide that you will take action, that's how the change begins. But there is also a concept in this book which talks about do the work which you love doing, because you will wake up and you will do the things when actually things gets hard. And that's the truth about life, because things actually gets harder. Like for instance, at times there are days when recording a small video also feels so heavy to me. Yes, this might look like very effortless, but I know what it takes, because sometimes you are not in the zone. But I love doing this thing that I just get that energy to perform. Whereas in past, I have tried lot of things. I have started, but I did not had energy to keep going with it. So in this book, it talks about like find something which you love doing and which you are passionate about. And we have all heard this over and over again. Love what you do or start loving what you're doing. There is just this two way. There is no other way about it. And I feel like this is so true, because if you're not enjoying the process, if you're not finding that internal energy, you will see that when things get challenging or something happens in your life, you will feel like giving up. And I have experimented with this a lot. Like when I was trying and when I was looking for things like what I'm really passionate about, I have experimented with lot of things. And you know, at times it's like I don't share much or I am not vocal about things, but my mind is always active. At times I come across as she's not taking action and all these things. But in my case, or anyone who is ruled with number 4, you will see that their action first starts with brain. Unless and until they are not clear from headspace, they will not take action. Most of the time for 4, you will see that they are just thinking ahead of the situation which no one have even imagined. And this is so true, because I feel so resonated with this thing. So the reason I said this is you should be true to yourself. This is not to prove anyone who you are, what you're doing and all this thing. Because if you're working from this energy, my friends, you can see that external things can just bring you down. So I always say that stay true to yourself, because in this book also it talks about you are in charge of your life. No one else will take action on your behalf. No one can do the things for you. You have to do things for yourself to see the result. And this is damn true. Unless you don't take that lead, unless you don't become in charge of your life, you will see that nothing is happening. You know, I'm saying this from my personal experience. I'm the best example of this. I used to wait a lot before, like this will happen, that will happen, then I will take action. But I realized, like, once I start taking action, that's how I see the change. But there is also one caution over here. Don't just go over the board and just be like you will see. Be mindful with the things that you're performing. And when you have little bit of clarity, that's the good sign to take action on that direction. If I tell you my present journey, it is like I know where I want to take things, but I also know that I cannot go overboard and take all the action right now. I have to be little patient at the moment to see where things are unfolding. And you know, this is the most challenging time that one goes through, because it's an in-between time. Yes, you know what you want to do. Yes, you want to be out there and do and change the things. But it's also like you're not 100% ready. If you see a plant, you know that it is going to blossom, but you know it's just enclosed, and it's like you know that the flower will take time to flourish. It just doesn't happen overnight. It has a process to be like this, and that's how it turns into this. So in that context, you cannot say that flower will not blossom unless you don't pluck it. It will blossom, but it will have its own process. So the reason I said you and gave you this example is, keep watering, keep believing in yourself, because if you don't believe, it's easy for an external world to pluck that flower because it's not blossoming. But it is your responsibility to protect what you really want. Because if you don't protect your dreams, if you don't believe in yourself, I think no one is going to believe in you. You know, I have love and empathy for all of you who is going through this, because sometimes it is the hardest things. When your closest people don't understand you, when you're going through so much and you're like, okay, you're just all alone, no one is understanding you. I think the only thing at that time just helps is you have to be your friend. You know, I always have to remind myself again and again, Ankita, what you would have done for your friend in the similar situation, and I have to become that friend to myself. And this is not just one day process. It is an over and over process. You have to give love, empathy and everything that you would give to a friend, because you will see that the journey of your dreams becomes challenging as you step up and as you level up. At that point of time, all that need is you have to believe in yourself. And one more thing I want to say over here is, you know, there is a reason those dreams are given to you. Yes, it might not look like you're doing the right thing. It might look silly, because I have seen in my journey how silly I sound to the closest people around me. I feel like no one understands me. The world is so fake because everyone just say that they understand. But I know the pain, because yeah, at time it just brings you down. But it's like, okay, you have to in tune with yourself and you have to go inward, because you know there is that higher power who is guiding you. Everyone will come and celebrate your success. At that point of time, people will be like, yes, we believed in you, we knew that you will do. But trust me friends, when you are in the journey, that is the most complex thing that you will experience along the journey. So I have more love and empathy for anyone who is just, you know, following their dreams, who is walking in the unconventional path. I also want to recommend one amazing book that will inspire you and give you a lot of courage. Is, if I'm not wrong, it is Pathless Path by Paul Millard. I will also link it so you can go and check. You know, when I was going through this journey, that book has been like a big courage and support system for me, because Paul talks in that books like how he have gone through his challenge. He became bestseller. If I'm not wrong, that book was published by himself. Don't quote me on this thing, but as far as I can remember, I think it was self-published book, not something that he went and he opted for a big publication. Rather, he rejected those things because he believed that his book has that power. He somewhere knew that his book will perform and he will make a life doing that thing. And that just inspired me. I think I read this book back in 22 or 23. And the thing is, I read so many books that I just forget at times, but it's like, yeah, This book has really helped me because back then I had so many questions, but when I found this kind of evidence, I felt so encouraging, like I'm not alone. And that's why I even share all these things. You know, YouTube is such an expressive way for me because I just speak from heart and I am more open in this thing. Even my closest people get to know a lot of things about me from this because I am just, you know, in a flow state when I'm doing this thing. So I know that how I come across and all this thing, but by now I have just accepted that okay, no one will understand and that's okay. I have made peace with it because I know everyone has their own time, and with all gratitude I feel like okay, let that time define what it is. So I don't speak much on all those things, but all I want to say to you is, if you're doing something which is unknown, you feel like it is hard, you have not done it before, I feel like taking action is the best thing, and just start taking a small action. And this book, The Art of Laziness, will help you because it will remind you about the little things that we all needed. This book is all about reminder. This book is not something which you're coming as something new, but I think in life we all just need a reminder. It's never about, you know, bringing something out of the blue, and it just brings us back to the flow state. So I highly recommend, if you're going through any of this thing where you're finding it challenge, you're procrastinating, you're overthinking, this book will serve as a reminder. There are a lot of techniques which is shared in the book, like 80-20 rule and lot of other laws which I don't remember, but you can just see like these techniques, like working for 25 minutes, then taking break for 5 minutes. These are a small hack that will help you to keep going. And the last thing it talks about is, if any work that can be done in less than 5 minutes, just do it now. Don't keep it for tomorrow, because you are just building that long list which will make you overwhelmed. So if you think like this is just the thing that can be done in 5 minutes, just do it, because completing that one thing will help you and give you energy to do other things. So these were the little hacks and these were the little things which I found as helpful and inspiring. So I wanted to share. Go and do read this book because I enjoyed reading it. So on a concluding note, I just want to say I am with you. If you're doing anything unconventional, I have love and heart for you. I know what it takes to believe in yourself and work on your dreams. So you are not alone. This tribe is for you, and your friend Ankita is with you. So feel free to connect. I will be more than happy to help you in any way and form. So please comment and let me know if you need my help. I'll be more than happy to do that. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and be part of this tribe so that we can be friends and connected over here. I hope to see you soon in my next video. Sending you away lots of love and light. Signing off from my side. Until next time, keep shining bright. Bye bye.